Welcome back to Teresa and Steve. We're a retired couple in southern Ontario trying to fix up an old village house from the 1870s. That's if you're new to the channel. And hope everybody's doing well. A little breezy today, so I apologize for any wind noise. They got the construction going on up there at that corner. But here, let me show you what's up today. So, got the windows in. We'll have a better look at the outside. And there's our smart meter. It's pretty much face level. And I'll show you what we did on the inside in a second. But about 30-40 years ago, they put these great big windows in here that were about 5 foot tall by about 5 feet wide. Now, in order for me to match the new exterior board to the board, the original board, tongue and groove board, I had to shim out the studs on the inside, and I'll show you how we did that in a second. So this is May 14th. It's a Thursday, roughly 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'll show you the progress we've done here as we come through the house. It's a real mess right now. Therese has been busy doing some insulation. I think I'll turn the light on. Just hang on. That didn't make much of a difference, did it? So it's kind of a dark room. And we'll add some light to the subject, some luminescence. All right, a little bit better. But as you can see, we've got the windows in. They are now mounted. That was a bit of a pain. Oh boy. But over here, where we were just looking at this window, we had to shim out the studs I put in, okay? So how I did that was I used some real thin aspenite on the stud, and then I got a 1/2 inch piece of cedar, tongue and groove, some old stuff, and then I put the 3/4 inch on the outside, which is what you just saw. I had to do that because of the difference in the boards, the original boards. As you can see, the original boards came out to about 1 3/4 inches. So how do you match it? You have to shim out, right? The original boards, or the actual studs that they use for the walls, remember this is from 1870s, were more like a full 2 inches wide as opposed to 1.5 inches wide today. By, there you have it, by a good 5 inches. Let me grab a tape and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, there's one handy right here. Sorry about this, but I'm trying to do this with one hand. And I thank everybody for hanging with us. Because we haven't posted much. So thank you to all the subs, and of course all the original subs that have been following us for a while. These are the original. So they're a full 2x4. This here is a 2x6, which is only 5.5 inches. So it's almost impossible to match everything. Hence why I studded. Put all brand new studs in here 2x6 studs. You may be wondering what's with the tin foil. Remember I just showed you where the smart meter is, the so-called smart meter? I grabbed my phone and got the EMF thing on the phone, and it was shooting a 70-80 signal, a couple of feet, 2 to 3 feet away from this outside wall. And that kind of makes me a little bit nervous. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but EMF is a real thing. So if you're going to have a couch in here along this wall, which is really the only setup you can do in this room, you don't want to be sitting over here being bombarded by all the EMF that comes from that meter. Some people will argue it's no more EMF than a microwave. Yeah, well, I don't have my head right next to a microwave when it's on. So this is the only chance we get to sort of minimize the effects of the EMF coming out of that smart meter into the house. So we put 3 layers of aluminum foil down, which is no big deal, because there's a lot of insulation you can buy that actually has, like styrofoam insulation, that actually has the silver side to it. Now, you're probably wondering what's with this board here. That is a 2x3 board that I anchored against the wall to find my 8-foot, my 4-foot, and my 8-foot centers for when you do drywalling. Remember, this is an 1870s home, and if you were to go by the original stud work in the walls, nothing is 16 inches. Back then, let's see what the center is. From center to center, it's kind of like a 17-inch. Everything's off by about an inch or so. So I have to find the 4-foot centers, thinking in advance, right? You got to think forward for when you're finishing and putting up your drywall. It comes good there. But then the next one, and it's probably to do with my framing, is there. And there's nothing in here to catch the 4-foot edge. So that's what I'm setting up right now. And I forgot to mention it to Therese that I might have to check our 4-foot centers for the drywall. So I might have to add one here or there, wherever. I think I have to add 2, but I'm not that far yet. But that's what we're up to now. The spray foam you see down there is where the old boards, the existing boards, meet the new board. There's a bit of a gap there. I had to fill it in with all weather. So this stuff doesn't go orange or anything. It doesn't break down from, doesn't go brittle or anything. It's all weather, has pesticide in it. Okay. So this is what we're up to. The outlet is over there. It comes from this wall. There's 3 outlets on this wall. 1, 2, and 3. You can just barely see the other one right there. That is because in this room, the only setup would be, if you wanted a TV, is to put it against the wall right here. You know, hang it up there. And you might want a stereo system or something, blah, 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 right? You might want to have a computer center there or something. But that's our only setup. Let me go back out here and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, there's the other outlet there. So when you're looking at this room, how would you set up a TV if you wanted a TV? Therese and I haven't had TV in over 11 years or more. You'd have to put your couch along here, right? There goes your couch right in there. You might have a little bit of a chair or something over here. Oh, there goes the kettle. Therese has turned the kettle on. It's howling. Must be on its last legs. And you'd put a TV there up on the wall, or some kind of entertainment system would have to go there, wouldn't it? Because on over here is bathroom. So that's where we are now, folks. That's the update of today. Finding my, making sure I got my centers for the drywall, and we just finished putting up that tinfoil stuff to minimize the EMF that comes into the house. Apart from that, this is as far as we got. It's great progress, and we're very happy. It's already cut down the noise from that busy highway. And all the construction that's going to be happening here soon. So thank you for all the new subs. Please continue to support us. Yeah, we're just some senior citizens on pensions that are just trying to do the best we can with what we can afford to do. Insulation, anybody that is doing home renos will start to understand quickly that insulation, wood, lumber, screws, everything has gone up enormously. The trickling down effect of the high price of diesel and gas, and it was a little bit more expensive because we're going with 2x6 insulation in these walls, which is a good idea, to add more insulation for not just the heat value, but the noise value also. So insulation like this for 2x6, 8 bats, one bale is over $100 now. And so there is one bale already taken up, swallowed up. So it's probably going to take another one there to go and fill up most of this. We're probably looking at another 2.5 bales to finish this room. This is not a tutorial channel, and we don't have a niche. The only niche we have is that we're restoring this old house and a few day trips and things. But we thank you for everybody's interest and support in this little wee channel in Southern Ontario, Canada. Until the next one, our friends, thank you so much. It's always a joy having you here with us. Cheers for now.